Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. And we're seeing if this will level out. We took a dip. Let's see what happens here. We're in and out, in and out. Not sure what's going on with that, but we will check it and see. Signal is, we're down under 5,000 KB. I haven't got a disconnect signal yet. Okay, we're still on. I still see us. Let's see if we get disconnected. Okay, I think it's leveling out. I think we're leveling out. We're still in the road. Hey, Jack, what you doing? What you doing?
Bug's bothering him.
Yeah, bug, yeah. You got bug chasing Jack here. Buggy, get up, up. And come on, up. It's a Monday. Yeah, we're in the red. We're waiting to see if we pop up in the green. We had Tim Fan here. I don't know if you're still there, Tim. Tim Fan. I got too many. We're juggling too many balls here this morning, as far as that goes. But our signal is, well, it says excellent, but we're still in the red. We're dropping some frames here for some reason. We didn't drop any frames yesterday. That's unusual. This is early morning. And let's see, did this get posted out on, yep, I just got done posting it. It can be a little bit spastic here, I guess, because I'm posting the stuff out on my fine social media, all those fine social media networks that I'm on, and one of them being Threads. I have to manually do that as well as the others, but the other ones line up on my PC, but I have to go, okay, you're there, Tim, okay. We're going to go with this, I guess. We're in the red. We're dropping some frames. I'm not sure why, because we're going in and out on the signal here. So we're sitting down at 48 KB, 20 frames per second. What the hell's going on with that? There's our no, it said 60. Quality is 60. Quality's coming in at 720p. It's it's unstable. So let's see. We might have to do a restart here, maybe. I don't know. But at any rate, I do have the morning coffee. Good morning, Thamer. Good morning. I do have the morning coffee. Chavez is flexing cup there. That's a Twitch broadcaster here. He doesn't broadcast that much, but he's a good guy. We're waiting for this unstable signal to get stable. And it looks like... let me check something here. I don't think I got knocked off, but the OBS is showing the red. But good morning. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch. Fireman Rich on all those other fine social media networks that I posted on. One of them being the new one on the block, and that is Threads. I am on Threads, Fireman Rich on Threads. And I'll be posting over there for the next... month or so. I'm taking a Twitter break as far as that goes, and it says we're live. And okay, we're still broadcasting. We got one broadcast up, but we're still in the red. Good morning, Lady Leg. Good morning, Helen. We're a little unstable this morning. Yesterday had a perfect broadcast, the hour I broadcast, but this morning it seems like the morning doesn't agree with my, my internet is not really good in the morning. You would figure there's nobody, well, everybody's waking up too. So, but the OBS, it worked flawlessly yesterday when I was broadcasting Lord of the Rings. And so I'm taking it, my CPU rate is 2% or 0.2% at 60 frames per second. And it's got to be my internet, because to go from what I had yesterday, which is stellar, yesterday afternoon to this morning. And morning is usually I don't know, maybe there's a mad rush. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on mine, but the little the little square in the lower right corner, Helen, it's red. So I did drop some frames, but my encoder is dialed in. The last couple times I broadcast, last Friday and this and yesterday with the new settings, or the new dial in, I guess. The encoder, I had to just drop it down one. But I got some drop frames, and I don't know if it's, and I've got the stream manager over here, and internet hasn't had its coffee yet. There you go. There you go. Just waking up. I think that's what's the case. I'm starting to see a pattern, and that's usually the case. The pattern is yesterday afternoon for a whole hour. I could have gone 2 hours. Hasn't had. Yes, I got the gist of that. But we're getting our day started here on this 07.10.2023. Current time is 05:53 here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. In the southern tier of upstate New York, and I'm just noticing it's going to excellent over here. So that, okay, we're getting there. It's just the OBS has that little red box that I don't like, but that's because we dropped some frames. So it's still dropping some. That's unusual. It is. It's. I know it's not the equipment. It's got to be the internet, as far as that goes. And so glad to see Tim Fan here. Thamer's coming in from Riyadh. Tim Fan coming in from Michigan, and our Lady Leg 01, who is coming in from Scotland. Helen, glad to have you this morning, Helen. Though it's pushing to the noontime hour your way. You're 5 hours ahead, so it's 11 o'clock over there in Scotland. Morning coffee's good. I think we're back to regular coffee now. And Jack is sitting in the back here, making sure he doesn't get chased by Buggy. But we're getting our day started. You're going to hear a little bit of noise background on the cars because we got the windows open this morning. We've been pushing air conditioning for the last couple days, and so you'll be hearing some traffic. So, but I think Helen's right. The internet hasn't had its coffee yet, as far as that goes. And but we're moving along. Twitch is saying that we have an excellent. We're in the green now. It's at 5100 KB. I don't understand this frames per second. It says 20 frames per second, but I know I have it set at 60 frames. So there's a something doesn't match up. And let's see, we went into the orange, we're going to the yellow, maybe we're going to a stable. So we're starting on the uphill climb. That's unusual. I've never seen that before. The stream manager is showing 20 frames per second, but when I look at my Surface 3, it says I'm pushing 720p at 60, and like Helen said, I'm seeing it on the Surface 3, Helen, down here. I always have another piece of hardware monitoring my stream here, and it's usually the Surface 3, which is, I love it. The Surface 3 is a great piece of hardware, but that's something I just noticed. It's unusual. So that has to be, if Twitch is telling me 20 frames per second and I'm pumping it out at 60 frames per second, there's something going on in the internet. As far as, and we're in the light green, going to green in the little green box, and now we're on the green. Okay, so we're good. Okay. We're copacetic. But good morning, folks. It's good to be here. Started a new week, Monday, and it's good to be here on Twitch broadcasting my daily, well, not my daily broadcast, but my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday broadcast. And Helen's, as a viewer, honestly, we wouldn't notice. It comes across smooth. I haven't noticed any drop. Okay, yeah, that's good feedback. Helen, I guess I verbalize it so you guys, and then you give me the feedback, and I'm confirming that with what I'm seeing, because I'm just trying to get a handle, my head wrapped around the different settings and stuff like that. And it's very interesting. It is. Now we're in the green. I just can't comprehend. This is the first time I've see over here on this laptop, this is the backstage, the stream manager for OBS, or no, for Twitch. And down here it gives me my bits per bit rate, which is 5100, which is good. It's excellent from what Twitch is saying. But over here the frames per second is, okay, it just kicked into 60. Okay, now we're copacetic. I just saw that change. I've never seen that before. I didn't realize you could drop. I figure you could drop frames as a broadcaster, but that's coming from Twitch, or they're receiving that. So something in the line. That's interesting. I just find that fascinating, as far as and even if we went bonkers, hey, it's live streaming. That's what that's part of the process, I guess you could say. But I hope everybody had a good weekend. Ours was sort of laid back. I didn't do any. What did I do Saturday? I didn't do anything Saturday. What was Saturday? Did I broadcast Saturday? I broadcast Friday. Um, the 7th and the 8th. I didn't do nothing, so my log is off. I missed a day there. 08 was nothing. July 2020. Yeah, okay. I keep tabs. I skipped a day. This is my log. I keep track of the things I put up media wise on the log. I've got like 10 of these. Maybe five. Maybe five of these over the years. But I always put down if I did a Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, my blog post, and as far as to keep track of them and stuff like that, just like a running tab of what I do. But anyway, we're off and running now. We're in the good, and we're kicking that up. That just I get a little flustered. Just bear with me, folks. It's just Fireman Rich trying not to go bonkers here. I'm having fun. It's a balancing act, as far as that goes. To see, you got this over here, but you got this over here, and it sort of reminds me of the old firefighting days when you had the pumper, you had the hose coming out, and you have a certain pressure, and you want to make sure you got a certain pressure at the end of the nozzle to deliver the water onto the fire, or else the fire or the water with the AFFF firefighting foam mixed in, and you're always worried about that pressure, and that's what I guess I'm looking at this as is okay. This is the OBS is the fire truck, and over here this is where the nozzle is like it should be somewhat similar and stuff, and it wasn't. There's somebody had a kink in the hose, in a manner of speaking. But anyway, I hope everybody did have a good weekend, and we did. I didn't do nothing Saturday. And next Saturday, and I'm going to say this Wednesday and Friday, I'm not going to be broadcasting. I may be posting some stuff on the social media networks that I'm on, Truth Social, Threads, Getter, and Gab, and my Facebook, Real Fireman Rich. I'm taking a Twitter break for all those. I'm not going to go into that. Just a 30-day Twitter break to see what happens with Twitter as far as that goes. And nothing's happened as far as raising that views. They're still sitting at 1,000, so I may take another month and stuff. But I'm not missing it. I think I'm past the point where I am not missing it. I'm seeing a lot of good interaction on the new threads, as well as those other platforms that I'm on and stuff like that. So I'm not missing Twitter as far as that goes. I think I'm not, which is good. It's because I've used Twitter for like 14 plus years, and I got a different workflow now working with these other platforms and stuff. I like in Fountain. Fountain is Fountain is fun. It's not that informative. It's a lot of nonsensical, to borrow the term from the podcast, nonsense as far as that goes. But we did broadcast yesterday for about an hour in the morning there before lunch, Lord of the Rings, and I had a good broadcast. It was stellar. It was the same settings here. 720p at 60 frames per second. I'm tempted to go to 1080p, but I'm going to leave it at right this way. And we didn't have any drops in frames, but it seems like in the morning from over the last couple weeks. Now, before I did this last change, I had some major changes because I think I had my my graphics card set too high. The encoder goes through my graphics card. It doesn't go. I don't have a graphics in my motherboard like I did before. That was causing all havoc and stuff. I have a NVIDIA separate GP. They call it GPU that handles all the graphics, so it's off of my motherboard. So that gives me the smoothness that I love. and but I don't have a meter on that yet. I don't know. There's got to be something there that shows me, but it's able to take care of that on the game and stuff like that. So for all practical purposes, like I said, if I bug out or something like that, it's something doing with the internet, which was the case a week or so ago, because we had some high winds, and anytime the wind blows, the frickin' cables they get all messed up, and we have interaction. We had some power outages too. I live in a rural area. I can't control that. I love where I live, so I'm not going to move just because I want better internet. I think the internet I have overall is good, so I'm happy. So I'm able to come here, and I'm very thankful that we have people in the chat as well. So it's all good as far as I'm concerned. But we had a pretty good weekend weather-wise and stuff like that. Yesterday was sort of laid back. I did broadcast, like I said, so that was fun. And didn't do much anything, but just relax. We're going to be doing some stuff today. The missus is going to do some stuff. I'm going to try and stay out of her way. We're going to go for a morning walk as far as that goes. But next Saturday, me and the missus are taking a road trip up to Buffalo. We're shuffling up to Buffalo. And so I won't be broadcasting at all that day. And this past Saturday, it was good just not broadcasting, just sort of kick back and stuff. I was doing some other stuff as far as that goes. I'm into this looking for Satoshis online, stuff like that. It's mining a little Bitcoin and stuff. So I was having some fun with that as far as just getting just some things that interested and stuff like that. Oh, I did start into this. I was finishing up season 2 of The Witcher. I was rewatching that because season 3 of The Witcher is out on Netflix. So I watched the first episode Saturday of the 3rd season of The Witcher, and it's good. It is good. If The Witcher, it's a good series. I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to let it stretch out. I don't want to binge it. Then it's gone. I want to appreciate every episode as far as that goes. So I did start watching season 3 on Saturday. That's the other thing I did. So I had a pretty good weekend with the missus and stuff like that. But again, we're starting a new week, and on this Monday morning, we're waking up to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 18 degrees Celsius. And I think today is going to be mostly cloudy. We did have some thunderstorms that came in yesterday. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible today. High is 77, not the 90s like we had at the end of last week. Winds out of the north by northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. So that's pretty average right there. Sun rose this morning at 5:40, which is about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes ago. The sun rose, and we do have some clouds out there. Air quality is good. I checked that when I woke up. We're at like 50 or something like that. Air quality is good, so the clouds that we have out there are real. Is that fog though? No, that's just clouds. Yeah, that's just clouds. We got cloudy skies this morning, as far as that goes. So sun rose at 5:40 a.m. this morning, and it will be setting at 8:43 p.m. later today. And our world times and temperature in Honolulu, Hawaii, which clicked into today at 12:06 a.m. currently. It's cloudy skies, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona, clear skies. Clear skies in Phoenix at 3:06 a.m. 90 degrees right now. It's hot out in Phoenix. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, cloudy skies at 4:06, 73 degrees. They're 2 states right next to it. One's 90 degrees right now in Phoenix. Of course, that's a city. 90 degrees in Phoenix. 73 in Albuquerque. Arizona, New Mexico. That's a big difference, 73 to 90. In Chicago, Illinois, at 5:06 a.m., clear skies at 66 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City at 6:06 a.m., current time here, also in the southern tier, partly cloudy, partly clear, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Across the pond in Cork, Ireland, at 11:07 a.m., 91. No, get my freaking bifocals focus here. 61 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies. In Milan, Italy, at 12:07 12:07 p.m. 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Clear. 90 degrees in Maryland. What the hell's going on with my 90 degrees Fahrenheit in Milan? It's hot in Milan and it's clear, sunny skies. 61 but 91. What the hell's going on with my glasses here this morning? There we go. 90 degrees in Milan. Wow, that's a hot. It's hot in northern Italy. In New Delhi, India, at 3:37 p.m. Raining in New Delhi and it's 84 degrees Fahrenheit. 3:38 just changed to 3:38 p.m. in Mumbai, India. Cloudy, partly sunny. 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Kuala Lumpur, we have clear sunny skies at 6:08 p.m. in the early evening. 88 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan at 7:08. Clear skies, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. In Melbourne, Australia at 8:08 p.m. in the evening currently. It's cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. In Sydney, Australia at 8:08 p.m. also currently. It's clear evening skies at 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as we speak. Freaking 90 degrees in Milan. I was like, am I seeing that right? Okay, let's see what we got here. What's going on here with this? Okay, there we go. Let's see. And let's see, we do have a thought for the day. Well, it looks like we're down to one viewer, so I guess I lost all my viewers. As far as that goes, I'm just saying over here we're at 1 and 1. So I guess Tim Pham Thammer and Lady Leg, I appreciate you stopping in. I think the one viewer is me. Who's the one viewer left? Can you, or are you just? Oh, it's all good fun here. It's let's see. We do have a thought for the day that I posted up this morning, and how come that didn't take? Oh man, that sucks. Let me check something here real quick. I think this tweet, I think I botched up the link when I posted it on the oh, I can go back in and edit it, I guess. Hey, that's the one thing about Truth Social, Getter, Gab, Facebook. And I think, does Threads have an edit? Can I edit Threads? No, I can't edit Threads. But then again, the link took. The link is a hot link, but for some reason, that's the thing I like about Truth Social and Getter and Gab. You can actually edit the posts. They don't have that. I don't think Twitter had that, as far as that goes. So my link is good on. Let me check the other ones here. Let's see, Getter. What do we have? Did it post all right? Oh, we can hear the birds. Can you hear the birds? That's a robin that's outside. Yeah, that's a robin. They usually, that means we're going to have some rain, and it's got Jack's attention. Oh, okay. Maybe it's just Truth Social, I guess. It doesn't look like you have, the link doesn't look like a hot link. But at any rate, our thought for the day this morning, as I come back from getting sidetracked, comes from Buddha. We all know who Buddha is. He's that guy that sits there, and as far as it's a form of religion, I guess. Buddha is a God, let me look him up. I just know he's a religious symbol as far as Buddha. Buddha, B-U-D. Let's see, how do you spell it? B-U-D-D-H-A. B-U-D-D-H-A. And I don't think I've had too many. Let's see, Buddha. He's a teacher. He was a teacher. Siddhartha Gautama, most commonly referred to as Buddha, was wandering religious teacher who lived in South Asia during the 6th and 5th century BC and founded Buddhism. Okay, so Buddhism, as far as that goes, and I guess that's Buddhism is a form of religion then, as far as that goes. So Buddha was a teacher. I do remember that. Buddha, he teaches us many things. Buddhism, one of the world's largest religions, and originated 2,500 years ago in India. Oh, it was India. Okay. Buddhism believes in the human life is one of suffering, and that meditation, spiritual and physical labor, and good behavior are ways of achieving enlightenment or nirvana. Okay, so there we got Buddha. But his quote goes very simple. Very simple. It's if we don't expect, we have all things. We have a tendency of always expecting something. I'm expecting a check once a month and stuff like that, but sometimes I don't think about it. So when it comes up, it's like, oh, okay, that's good, because I'm retired. Like Social Security, which this week will be, this Wednesday will be 3 months that I've been retired now, and I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. Time is going, it's gone by that quick. Well, usually when you're having fun, that's when time goes by quick. You all done there, Jackie Jack? You wander around? Huh? Good kitty? He's wagging his tail. He's agitated, I guess. He looks out the window. He's a feral cat, but he was raised indoors, so I do take him out. I haven't taken him out. Well, it's been quite a while since I've taken him out because the missus doesn't like me taking him outside as far as that goes. Let me put this back on the Twitch chat there. So, but if we don't expect, we have all things. And such as the words of Buddha, his quote and our thought for the day. Give you something to think about there. Let's see, our national day for this Monday, July 10th. I was almost going to say June. July 10th, 2023. It is the 191st day. It is the 28th week of the year, and it is the 52nd, or we're 52% through the year. And let's see, we have National Chronic Disease Day. Got to be aware of that. International Town Criers Day. Do we still have to? I know this Town Criers was a big thing over there. Oh, we're dipping now. I just seen a dip. We're losing some. Okay. Let's see. We got Global Energy Independence Day. We're working towards that. National Pina Colada Day. There's night on a hot day, a pina colada. No, we're gonna go with National Kitty Day. I got some cats here, so we're gonna give them. Today is their day. National Kitten Day is today, as far as that goes. Let's see. National Kitty Day on July 10th perfectly celebrates the cuddly warmth of a kitten. The mature fur balls of energy struggle their way into our hearts, snuggle their way, and they definitely do that with no effort at all. Within a flick of their tiny ears, we're in love. Yep, that's why it happened. I guess Jack, for instance, who the cat was here when he was a little kid, and he was in the house for almost a week. They hit him upstairs, and I was sitting out in the living room. All of a sudden, I see this fur ball coming down the stairs, and I hear the kids upstairs. Oh, he got away! It's just like, and I'm like, I go to the missus. Hey, what's this fur ball? It was Jack. You know, we just had Max back then, and it had been a couple of years since we had a cat, so we took him in. He comes from a feral litter. He's just sitting there trying to find a cool spot. We're going to probably have to close up the windows again. It's the humidity. We have had some humidity here the last several days. I forgot to bring that up. But today is hashtag National Kitty Day. So even when the kittens grow up, they're still kitties for us. Kittens, I should say. Let's see. Wow, we're already over in the history. Tomorrow I will be doing the Mixcloud broadcast of the Tioga Radio Show. So I won't be doing my audio, the Fireman Rich audio podcast. I still have to. I've got this one song. I'm debating whether I have it as my opening song, I almost want to have it for my opening and closing song, because this song has been, and this is a song that came out 6 years ago. You're gonna have to listen to Mixcloud. It's gonna be the first song definitely tomorrow. I'm debating whether I want to have a version of it at the end of it, because I present 8 songs, and that's over on mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts. That's the Fireman Rich page as far as that goes. Let me drive to that just to see if I have had any activity. I haven't been on there since I put up the last broadcast here a couple weeks. I've been going every other week, so it's at least 2 times a month. I'll be doing the Mixcloud. Let's see. I have the old Mixcloud. That's the new Mixcloud channel is mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts. I should make a card for that. I've got some good music. I predominantly mostly rock and roll. Let's see. This last episode, none, and the episode before that, 1. The one on 21st of January had 4, 3. So I don't get much traction, but I have fun doing that. Oh, let's see. I got notifications. Oh, I got Helen's mixtapes on the 29th of June, 2023, and then Helen's mixtapes for 6th July. So she put up her mixtapes. I got to listen to that and stuff. I don't go on this page that often. Once I put my broadcast up, I listen to it, and then I don't realize it's there until the next broadcast. So listen to Helen's mixtapes. Let's see, mixtape published a new You Show page, just got an upgrade. Okay, that's something with Mixcloud. But I also follow Tony D. He's on there, but I think he's not on the paid service. Helen's on the paid service. She's very radio savvy, radio music savvy as far as that goes. So check her out at Radio Leggy on Mixcloud, and you check me out mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts for the new, and there's a link to the old broadcasts, which I have there. Let's see, do I have it there? Let's see, show more. What is it? Yeah, okay. The original 212 shows of the Tioga Radio Show, that would be on the mixcloud.com/Rich Roberts. But the new one is Richard M. Roberts. I'm using my full name more and more where I can. I can't on Twitter because I think there's a bloke over in the UK that has it that won't give it up. He didn't use it for years, and then I sent him a DM just by chance. This is like 5-6 years ago. I think he unfollowed me because people follow you and unfollow you on Twitter. But he said no. He was a musician, I think, of some sort. And but I have Richard M. Roberts for Mixcloud. I have Richard M. Roberts over there for YouTube also. But my primary handle is Fireman Rich for those people watching on the replay on YouTube, as well as over there on Rumble. I'm on Rumble. Just search Fireman Rich and you'll find me over there. So we'll be doing the Mixcloud tomorrow. Let's see, on our history for today, let's see what we got there. Maybe we get some good news history. How's our broadcast? Our broadcast, we're up at 5100 KB with 60 frames per second. We're in the green. The frames dropped or back down to 19%, so we're doing pretty good. Let's see. Today is Tesla Day? No way. Let me double check this. Let's see. Is this? Let's see. Hap sucks. There's Tim. Tim's the one hanging out with us. Okay, Tim coming back with Hap suck. Gotta have that, Tim. Don't hesitate. Okay, you're more than welcome. It reminds us of how Hap sucks, but in a little bit of a very good thing. All the people I met from Haps, and Tim, I think I didn't meet you at Haps, but you were on Haps. I might have seen you in passing. I can't recall. Yeah, this is for the July 12th or 10th. Yeah, Haps is. We have to remember where we came from to enjoy where we're at to move forward. And Haps sucks is one of those statements. we for the people that are watching on the replay, Haps was a broadcast we used to all be on and broadcast and watched other broadcasters, and it was fun while it lasted. And we had our bitches and moans, and I did myself as well. So, and Tim is our reminder that Haps does suck. Okay, he's in the comments. That's one of his comments there. Let's see, for our history. So this is interesting. Today is Tesla Day. How come that didn't show up on the National Day? What are you looking at, Jackie Jack? You okay? Huh? Yeah? What are you doing? You getting bored? Tesla Day, is it Tesla Day? I would have picked Tesla Day. He's a great scientist. He was it Thomas Edison probably got more credit, but Tesla was had a great impact on this world that we live in and stuff, and very unique individual, very smart individual too. But today is Tesla Day, celebrating the Serbian-born inventor, physicist, engineer, and futuristic. You know, you can almost see the internet. He invented the internet in a sense. Nikola Tesla, who was born on this day and whose theories and work on the use of electricity, wireless broadcasting. That's what I mean by he was the inventor of the internet in a sense. Wireless broadcasting. Okay, and alternate current AC is today. Alternate current, which is known as AC today. He lived from 1856 to 1943. Very smart, very interesting man in history too, as far as that goes. Armistice talks started on this day in 1951, aimed at ending the Korean conflict, and on this day. So, Coca-Cola back in 1985 bowed to consumers, pressured against New Coke, and canceled it. Yeah, New Coke was not a great idea. That was probably, you almost want to say it was a big oops, but maybe did they do it by design to put it out there and see, you know, it was probably one of those mass marketing things. People didn't like it. So the Coca-Cola listened to the consumers. They changed it back to the original Coke. It was okay, New Coke. It tastes more like Pepsi, if anything. It was a little more sugary and stuff, but there is a difference. In the ongoing battle, do you prefer Coke or Pepsi? I'm more of a Coca-Cola guy. I'll drink Pepsi. There's one other Coke that I used to drink when I was going through high school at the local fire station where I hung out. I was a junior fire. That's where I got my firefighting started. I was a junior firefighting, and then I became I turned 18. I was a legal firefighter, volunteer firefighter. But the firehouse, we used to drink RC Cola. RC Cola was good. That was good cola. Let's see. In 1991, the first elected president of Russia, Boris Yeltsin, began a 5-year term. Now, I don't think they have a president. He just got nothing beats Coca-Cola bottles from back. Oh God, yeah. Every once in a great while, Tim. I remember the last time I went shopping. It was one of it's probably beginning of this year, maybe last fall. I went grocery shopping with the missus, and there was a 6-pack of the small little Coke in the glass bottles. I said, it was pretty pricey. It was I forget how much it was, but it wasn't the normal price for a 6-pack of soda, but it was good. Oh my God. Coca-Cola in the bottle. Even Pepsi in a bottle is better. Anything in a bottle is beer. Beer in a bottle. Long necks. The only thing that beats beer in a bottle is a draft. There you go. Let's see. And that's it for that. Let's see. On the AP history, what do they have? Let's see. Decline. Let's see. For July 10th, the Battle of Britain begins. Especially real cold. You got it there. Though when I've had some situations, Tim, to tell a war story where we didn't have ice cold beer. I was temporary duty over in Sicily for several months, and we had warm Schlitz beer. That's the only thing they could. We when we were on the where we were stationed at. It was at Comiso, in right outside Ragusa and next to up from Gela, where Patton landed in Sicily. They were just starting a new ground launch cruise missile base, and I was there at the opening. We were there for presents, and the beer we had, we suffered through it. Then when we were off, we would go down to the local pubs there in the village there of Comiso. That's worse than. No, I'll take a warm beer than the suck. Well, you take Haps over. Let's. What would you have if you're on a desert island? Would you want Haps and all its drama, or would you have warm beer? What was your choice? I think I'd take the warm beer. Well, Haps, at least you're communicating with somebody as far as that goes. So it's a trade-off. That's worse than Haps, though. Okay. But today, on this day in July 10th, the Battle of Britain began. Yeah, I guess warm beer. Yeah, okay. So we're along the same lines here. I take the beer. Beer trumps anything. I guess. I like a cold beer. No, it doesn't trump the missus though, or family. I'm just saying that the little nipnoid things. Would you take a cold beer over this? Yeah, cold beer is good. It's especially cold draft that's poured perfectly. I love that. During World War II, the Battle of Britain began on this day in 1940. The Luftwaffe started attacking southern England. The Royal Air Force was ultimately victorious. And I've watched quite a few history programs on this, and that was really the godsend for Britain's survival against Nazi Germany. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. 1919, President Woodrow Wilson presented and delivered the Treaty of Versailles, which ended World War I. And the United States Senate, the Senate is the approval or disapproval of treaties, not the Congress, the House of Representatives. The Senate is the one that approves and disapproves treaties that are made by the president. And the Senate, and he presented it to the Senate and urged its ratification, meaning its acceptance. The U.S. Senate rejected. I didn't know that. The U.S. Senate rejected the Treaty of Versailles. Did they know something we didn't? Let's see. In 1929, on this day, American paper currency was reduced in size as the government began issuing bills that were approximately 25% smaller. So they were probably about the size of what the bills are today. Like I said, in 1991, Boris Yeltsin took the oath of office as the first elected president of Russian Republic. President George H.W. Bush lifted economic sanctions against South Africa also on this day in 1991. Let's see. And that's about it for the history as far as that goes. And let's see, in Major League Baseball, I should have watched the rest of this game. I started watching the New York Yankees last night, and they were winning against the Chicago Cubs. Then I went and watched TV out in the living room. Mrs. was going to bed, so I was watching the Food That Made America Great on the History Channel. They were talking about, hey, good morning. Ted Hicks is in the house. Good morning, Ted. Did someone say Rich is serving cold beers? Yeah, I wish I could. I'll give you a beer. I tell you, when I meet up with you, Ted, first round is on me. Good morning, Ted. Ted Hicks, for those people, he's in the chat. He's a broadcaster. Late night parenting here on, he does it Thursday nights. as far as at 11 o'clock, and warm beer only. Lots of laugh. Oh, yeah, we were talking. What would you rather have, a warm beer or Haps? And Tim and me, we voted for. We said we take a warm beer. You can see where our minds are at. Glad to have you here, though, Ted. So do watch Ted Hicks's late night parenting. As far as it's here on, that's what I could do. I could remake these cards as far as your handles here, because when I got to do that because I have all these. I'm getting sidetracked here, folks. So bear with me. I got these cards that have their Twitter handles. I'm gonna have to start making cards for the broadcast, because Real Ted Hicks is Ted's handle here on Twitch. And I should have a card to flash that for his broadcast. I'm gonna have to look at that, because I don't think I'm gonna be coming back to Twitter anytime soon. I'm not really. I haven't seen any news about it other than the lawsuit and all that and stuff like that. So, but I'm not going to talk about that. Again, check out Ted Hicks, Real Ted Hicks, here on Twitch for Late Night Parenting on Thursday nights. It's a great show. He has a good cast there. Good panel as far as that goes. But did you watch the game last night? I don't know if you're. No, Ted's a Mets fan, so he probably wasn't too happy either, because the Mets lost yesterday too. The Mets lost to the Padres 6-2 out there in San Diego. The Yankees, when I was watching, they were winning. Then I went out in the living room. I'm watching the History Channel. They were talking about the Oscar Mayer and that group of people that made America great with the foods and stuff. And it's very interesting, and how the meats that they made back in the day, ooh, not too good. Hey, Helen's back. She's here. How are you finding Threads? I find Threads pretty good. I like Threads. I'm on there. Everything I used to do on Twitter, I'm doing on Truth Social, Threads, and I throw it up there on the Real Fireman Rich Facebook page. So I have enough social media. I'm not, Threads is. I think Threads is fun. I'm not sure. I wish they would have direct messaging, as far as that goes, and they don't have. It's like the early stages of Twitter that I can vaguely recall, because that's what everybody. But for the most part, most of the tweets are just ragging on Twitter, which get beyond that. Twitter's still good, I guess. I just don't like it, and I'm taking a break from it to see if, and I can. I've been off it. But the Yankees lost last night. They lost. When I looked at the score, I'm like, what? The Yankees lost to the Cubs last night. I guess the Cubs ended up coming back 7-4. When I left, it was like 4-2 in the seventh inning. I said, the Yankees got it won. So I went out in the living room and I turned the History Channel on. After I was getting ready to go to bed, I come in, I check the box scores, and I go, what the frick happened? Come on, Yankees. I mean, let's see. Jeeves, he's one of these. Jeeves is a viewer here for the people on the replay watching. He's a Toronto Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays, they won, so they're game ahead of the New York Yankees. Of course, the All-Star break is tomorrow. The National American League playing against the American League. National League playing against the American League tomorrow at 8. So that should be good. I'm sure you're going to be watching that, Ted, right? As far as that goes, if Ted's still there. But Helen, how are you finding? Are you on? Let me check. Helen, are you on Threads? Let's see. How can I find Helen? What's your handle on Threads, Helen? I bet you it's Leggy Lady, right? You got that on everything. So let me look. I don't think. Let's see. Leggy Lady. Oh, there she is. Oh, I just had you. What happened? There you are. Okay, there you go, Helen. I just followed you. Follow me back. Let's check out. I'm checking out Helen. Helen Wallace. You got Leggy on the radio. Okay. broadcaster, radio presenter, photographer, band manager, music lover. She knows her music. What was your latest one? Let's see. You reposted this. Play this song on auto repeat all weekend. Ooh, there's a song. So I can check out. And let's see. Yes, I'm on Threads. Same as here. I like it. Simplicity. Yeah, I just followed you, Helen. I'm looking at your timeline now. So I got you on Threads. So, and for the most part, the people I'm following on Threads are people I follow from Haps. You know, Haps sucks, but Haps is okay because the people that came that I know over there I'm following. So I just followed you, Helen, just to let you know if you want to give me a follow back. I appreciate it. But who am I following? I don't have that many people. I took off Chris Perillo. Chris Perillo, he just keeps on. I can always go back to him and look at monitors. He's a high end user. I only got 11 followers. So who am I following? I'm following Chester. He's a guy I know down in Pennsylvania. Good guy. Soul Cruiser. That's Clay, who's over in the UK. Soul Cruiser. He's a good guy. I've known him since the Audio Boo days. My friend Frank, out there in California. He's a fire captain. We worked together out there in when we were in the Air Force. I just dipped in the red. How come? And let's see. I'm James. What's that? James Price Aviation. He's a broadcaster here also. This guy that's down over in Africa, Knowledge. Do you remember a guy, Tim, called Knowledge Shambaz? Let's see, Helen. I agree. DMs would be good, but I guess you have to have Instagram to be on it. So that's their reasoning. Done. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like using. I want them. I would like them separate because there's some folks on Instagram that I'm not following on Threads. And there'll probably be some people, I think the vast majority of the people on Threads, Instagram, that's like, I keep that sort of I don't use it that much as far as that goes. I know you're on it, Tony's on it, Ted's on it, and as far as that goes. And I'm very selective on who I follow on Instagram, I guess. And most of the blocks that I do are on Instagram because some of the people I say, I don't know this person. Who's this person? I've never talked to this person. And I get those, you probably get them too, Helen. You get these accounts that pop up and they were just made this month. I don't want to follow you. I'm blocking you. I tell you flat out. I see that if somebody just created an account and's following me and there is absolutely nothing there, I go back to my Twitter days. That's what I learned from Twitter. You don't follow everybody and their brother. You get somebody there, it's just like, okay, that could be a bot. You block it, right away, So let's see. And Real Ted Hicks saying hello to Helen. Helen said hello to Ted. I am following Michael Bathurst. Michael Bathurst is on Threads. Rick Costa. Grandma Warrior. Real Ted Hicks, thank you, Ted. I appreciate the follow and following him back. Tony D at Tony72. And Vince, A.K. Beans. Knowing him from Haps. He's a good guy, good kid. He's out there in California. So I am active on Threads, and I do like it. It's fun. I like it. It's a good platform as far as that goes. Yes, I hate the fake accounts nonsense on. Yeah, so you just block them. That's what I do, Helen. Then then they don't have to pop up. You take care of it right away. As far as that was my standard thing because I used to get, especially in the last 6 months or so to year on Twitter, I was getting these accounts that they pop up and I say, who is this person? It's supposed to be social media. So if I haven't talked to you or conversed with you in some form or the other, or I don't know you, if you're not a prominent, person on the social media networks and stuff like that, I'm not going to follow you. And if you have a reputable a reputable uh, heading on who you are, and you've been on the platform for a number of years, yeah, I'll let you follow me. But if you're just there and you just started the account like last month, I said no, I'm not going to have you on my account. I'm going to block you. That's what you have that for. It's a fake account. I categorize that as a fake account. Now, if they come back and say in a roundabout way because you block them, but they're not really blocked, they can come back, especially those bots and trolls, as far as that goes. So, but I am finding Helen, the threads. I'm looking at it a lot more than probably that and True Social. I use them in tandem. If you look at it, True Social is for those people that are on the right, and Threads are for those people on the left. Well, I'm sort of like in the middle, so I like using both of them. Real Ted Hick. Threads is fine. I don't get too caught up in the stuff. 100M accounts in a week. Oh, 100 mil. Yeah, that's true, Ted. 100 mil on accounts. So they're getting traction. They have a long way to go, but they're nipping at Twitter's feet. Twitter is a little concerned because they've got a lawsuit against them, a cease and assist. But yeah, I'm that way too. I don't get caught up in the stuff. Twitter, I guess it's lost a little bit of its shine and stabilization in the fact of what they presented, because Twitter for me really took off when they had the protest in Iran, the Green Weekend, I think they called it. It was a number of years back, and I was following it on Twitter. It was amazing as far as that goes. Lady Lake, Helen, that's the right way to be. I agree. Some people just follow anybody and everyone. It makes me cringe seeing all these TNA accounts on people's Yeah, I'm the same way, Helen. Same way. I agree with you totally there. I think that's just the prudent, proper way of going about it and stuff like that. But Twitter, during that protest in Iran, you got real time news. Twitter's not like that anymore. So it's lost that luster. As far as for me, I think Twitter is still good for an information source, but 1,000 views because I'm not verified. They need to jack that up to at least 2,000 or 3,000. As far as, just to be honest with you, I could see, okay, giving the people to pay more views, okay, but 10,000 and then there's like 9,000 difference to an. I think that's disingenuous. That's my big sticking point right there with Twitter right now. I'm not liking Twitter, so I'm getting used to not having Twitter. I haven't used it. Haven't looked at it. As far as I peeked once, okay, in the last week. I did peek once. I'll say that, but I'm not missing it. I'm using the available, and that's what you should have. You should have a backup to what you're using right now, on any platform, and I think we did that with Haps. We have Twitch here. We had at the time Twitter Live, YouTube Live, and there's various other ones and stuff like that. There's alternatives. There's always an alternative. And the same thing goes with the Twitter like postings, and Facebook, part of Meta company, I guess. They're it'll be it's just going to be interesting because competition is always good. I guess was what I'm getting to, because you got Twitter and you got Threads, Instagram Threads, and that's the only two things you see in the news. So that's competition. So it's like, it reminds me of the old McDonald's, Burger King, the commercials going back and forth. So you can't say Threads is a fly by the night platform, because when another big dog on the street does court action against you, they're concerned. Well, they're saying that they took their intelligent whatever there and stuff. They're took their information from Twitter and they used it for Threads. Let's see, Helen. I feel like Twitter lost all credibility when it stopped verifying legit accounts of notable people and allowed any Tom, Dick, and Harry buy a blue tick. I agree with that. They had to make revenues. Well, pump some ads in. I'm used to the ads. Are you really making that much? Is it really that much money you're making? I don't know. What, there's a couple. How many million? Yeah, I guess they're making the millions of dollars in that sense. But all those millions of people aren't buying the blue tick. How many people have the blue tick compared to people that don't have it? I bet you it's really off. Well, maybe, but I agree with you. When that right there, I think that was almost the beginning for me to say, you know what? I don't think I like where, I liked Elon purchasing it, because I think if he didn't purchase, it would have gone all disarray. It would still be here, but I think it would be more unraveled than it is now. And that's what I feel like. I think Twitter is unraveling a little bit, and Elon's got to get his shit together. I like Elon. I think he's a good guy, or for the most part. I think other people don't like him and don't care for him, but I respect for what he did. The guy launches rocket ships and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. Real quick on the Canadian football, they did have some games this weekend. Let's see, I refuse to buy one. Yeah, and I'm the same way, Helen. I'm the same way. Let's see, in week 5, the Elks beat the Roughnecks last Thursday. Friday night, the Stampedes lost to the Blue Bombers, and the Tiger Cats won against the Redbacks, and the Aleutians, lost to the Lions. The Lions, they're a powerful team in the Canadian football. All right, folks, we're at an hour, and we're going to go ahead and exit stage left as far as that goes. I want to say thank you very much to Helen for being in the chat. Thank you, Helen. You have a great day over there in Scotland. Greatly appreciate it there. And like to say thank you to Ted Hicks. Thank you for coming in, Ted. And thank you, Thamer. And thank you very much to my good friend out there in Michigan, TimFan43. I'm going to be raising a semi-warm... No, it's going to be a cold beer later this afternoon. I'll be toasting you, Tim. You have a great day. Be safe out there on the job site, sir. And but this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, here on the Twitch, wishing you all well. We'll be back Wednesday for the morning coffee here on Twitch. And but you can follow me over there on Truth Social, Fireman Rich on Truth Social, Fireman Rich also over on Instagram Threads. That's the new, where I post things, and I guess I could say that both on those platforms, I'm a social media observer, social media enthusiast. In other words, I like being on this internet, and those are two places where I enjoy being, as far as also here on Twitch. So you all have a great one as we start the new week and work towards the weekend, and we'll be talking to you. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. Wherever you may be on this big blue marble, live life, have fun, ciao for now. As always, peace, take care, and have a good one. Have a great one, Helen. Have a great one, guys. And thank you, everyone in the chat. Appreciate it. Take care, folks.